the hell is you in here listening to, boy?
You already know, boy.
You're in love, ain't you? Who she is, bro? Who is she? Where the hell we finna go?
It's something. It's something. It's something you should know. I got drugs in my car, drugs inside my car, drugs inside my car. I got a stick on me too. Damn, bro, why you tell me? Damn, bro, why you tell me? Drugs inside my car, drugs inside my car. I got the stick on me too. Damn, bro, why you tell me? Damn, bro, why you tell me?
They told me stay at home. She didn't even pick up the phone.
Man, I ain't put a gun in your head. Man, you know you grown.
Hey, stop trying to hide that shit. Don't make no sudden moves.
Hey, I gotta hide that sack. Man, I got too much to lose.
Alright, okay, be cool. His ass just got out the car.
Can't do nothing but be smooth. You just stay where you are.
Alright, bet. Don't start sinking, daddy.
Something you should know.
What?
I got drugs in my car, drugs inside my car, drugs inside my car. I got a stick on me too. Damn, bro, why you tell me? Damn, bro, why you tell me? Drugs inside my car, drugs inside my car. I got the stick on me too. Damn, bro, why you tell me? Damn, bro. Hey, everything gon' be alright.
Okay.
Just sit back, hold tight.
Hey, yeah, I know my dog, but I can't throw away my life.
Hey, this is all on me, not on you. Yeah, I know that you had that situation and been down this road before.
Hey, we two peas in the pod. You was there when life was hard.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro, but I'm the one taking the charge.
Yeah, facts. Well, I guess we gotta sit right here and wait, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm blessed, so we gon' be straight, bro.
Cool.
Hey.
We spent our lives in the hood, and ain't no limit to the drugs they dealing. The drugs they dealing. Yeah, we spent our lives in the hood, and ain't no limit to the drugs they dealing. The drugs they dealing.
Nothing is given, everything is earned. Hardworking blue-collar individuals sticking together. Shop WeMidwestKids.com.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today. And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way. To serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise, gratitude for the sunshine, gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life, especially when I meditate. Take a breath and then I elevate. Everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude is the fruit of life, the nourishment of the soul when there's no food in sight. When your vibrations are low and you feel blue inside, gratitude is the attitude that gets you through the night. Never believe in lack or limitations. Anything can be manifested with a little appreciation. I appreciate my life. I appreciate my breath. I appreciate my sight. Gratitude for my health. Gratitude is the happiest mood. Even if I happen to lose, everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, with a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. It's how you should live. It's how you should be. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how you should love. That's how you stay free. Yeah, 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude, that's my everyday attitude. Gratitude.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends, and that's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the rope. Middle finger stretched, if you thinking it's a joke. Tell my friends I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
Can we link up tonight? Drink some rock and Sprite tonight. My pussy is super tight. Couple years without taking pipe. I am squirting back to back. I made a mess over the floor. Moaning out loud, the neighbors banging on my door, but the pounding ain't gon' get it. You gotta put your tongue all up in it. Give me a better feeling, shy fucking your brain. You know you like it. Stop holding back, baby boy, don't try to fight it. Got a little insane, orgasm riot. I'm an Aries, baby daddy, you a Pisces. I'd rather make love than get a quickie. Love it when you're on top, go slow in me. And when we make love, it's a hell of a drug. I'm addicted to you like I'm a coke fiend now. Put it in your face, know you like the way it tastes. The way I scream your name in your ear, I wanna sing. Ooh, right there, don't stop, daddy. Feeling so good riding you like a caddy. Beat it up like a porn star actor. Slurp it up, stimulate from my reaction. You know I like it rough, handcuffing me in action. So choke me up on your back, I do the scratches. On top of cars, up in these bushes. On these staircases, no fucks where we do it. Don't tell nobody what we do. I won't tell nobody what we do. Keep this between me and you. All of this between me and you. Let me fuck on you. LMF for you.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you been? Oh no, that's the wrong camera. What's up, my friends? I said hello, hello, hello. Yeah, that's the camera I want. Oh, shucks and no, wait, hold on. Stop that camera. Okay. What's going on here? There we go. There's the right camera. Oh, excuse me. Okay, my bad. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all been? It's your good friend, Sunshine Reigns, a.k.a. Griselda Blanca, a.k.a. You Need a Motivator, a.k.a. The Party Starter. And this is your favorite way to wake up each and every morning. That's right. This is all hustle, no fear. And I am your hood unicorn, here to wake you up with positivity, here to wake you up with some motivation, some current events, and of course, some... some laughter. That's right. We're going to make you hee hee ha ha in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. First of all, I want to say hello to Tiki Taki. That's right. I am on TikTok yet again. I am only live for short bursts of time because we all know that Sunshine gets kicked off of TikTok. That's right. I got my TikTok taken away from me for a whole, just messing stuff up. Okay. I got my TikTok taken away from me for a whole 2.5, 3 weeks almost. And it just so happened this morning I decided to try again after emailing. I've been back and forth with TikTok, emailing and going from a different page and emailing them and sending them requests to figure out what's going on. And finally, my TikTok has been released. It is mine again. I can get into it. And so I'm absolutely positively happy. I will say this. I think that is corny. I think that is really messed up that there are people on TikTok who are saying and doing a lot of crazy things, right? Like they're doing things that just over the top. And I'm just saying words. Like literally, I've gotten kicked off of TikTok for using words, and they are words that are in the dictionary. And I get it. You guys are triggered by everything. But this is the thing about being triggered. How else am I supposed to explain to you something if I can't use the words? And if you use different words to mean the words that you don't want me to say, ain't that basically doing the same exact thing? Like I just don't understand that. So it's really hard for me to fall in line with that. And I've just realized that when it comes to the news part of the show, when it comes to me actually giving you the show, I've got to leave TikTok. I've got to leave TikTok and you guys have to watch me on YouTube at that point because I can't keep fighting them over this. And literally it's because and I had to say to them, hey, listen, I'm a news. You know what I'm saying? Like I am news. I'm reporting the news. I even got kicked off of TikTok one time, you guys, because they said my hand movements were aggressive. So, when it comes down to it, we're in their house. This is their platform. It runs the way they want it to, and I have to respect their house. And to do that, I have to fall in line and conform to their rules, but I don't have to stay. I can come, I can visit, I can leave. I was here, I saw, I conquered, I left. And that it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So to everybody who is on my TikTok and everybody who, I've been able to get back and you guys are happy to see me back, I just want to say hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. Teacher Nitra, I need you to be my eyes and ears and let me know when I need to start getting off. Like, let me know. Be like, Sunshine, this conversation is going to get you kicked off a tick. Go ahead and get off. Go ahead and get. That's why it sounds so quiet in here. Let me turn my background music on. There it is. All right. So, let's just go ahead and get the day started with a little bit of, you don't says and different things that's going on. There are a lot of different stories that I want to bring up and that I want to talk about, but a lot of times I just don't get to them because there's so much. And I don't know if I'm going to get to it this week or not because a lot of stuff came across my timeline that I want to talk to y'all about. But one of the things that really hit me this week or last week that I'm just, it's too much for me to figure it out. These real life skits that's what I'm calling them. I'm calling them reality skits at this point, right? And you guys are doing these things and you're invoking emotions into the people who are watching, which is what you're trying to do. But some people don't know the difference between satire and real life, right? So the big one right now is the girl who was running around saying she got hit in the face with a brick. And what's crazy is that if you really watch the videos, they do come off as satire. Like, it comes off as it was fake, but it's done so well that you guys believed it. And then how she got in the hospital, like, there's so many different stories right now that, y'all know me, I don't want to report, or I don't want to talk about anything that I haven't been able to research. And because there's so many conflicting stories within the research of figuring this girl out, I don't know if I really want to just go and have this as a story that we talk about, or just as I'm doing now, just talk about it in passing. But if she did this to herself, and my ifs are all across the board, knock on wood, okay? If she did this to herself, if what I found where they said she injected her face with saline, if this isn't the first time that she's done this, as someone else has said, and that this is her MO, like she's a con artist, if that is what really has happened, can we as a people, and I'm not talking about black people or white people, I'm talking about as Homo sapiens, can we as a people just go ahead and say she has a problem, and not look at it as if all black people or all black women or whatever? Like, that's really irritating. This particular person has some sort of psychosis, because you've got to be a real crazy individual to inject your face with saline, all to keep the ruse going. You know what I mean? Like, it's really giving me a thin line between love and hate, right? And so then there's a young man who says he was there and he didn't jump in because she was fugazi. But then we find out, or other people have said, I don't know what he's talking about. He don't even live in the same state. He wasn't even in that location. How could he know? Like, if you don't know how to tell the difference between real and fake, please figure it out so you can teach your kids. Because this stuff is crazy. Like, this is crazy. And we're not even gonna get on Blue Christian, because now they back talking to each other. And I promise you, I know more about this childish ass relationship than I want to, because it stays on my feed and I can't unfollow the people who post it. But every time they do, I say, this is the button you click right here to ask these people never to post these kids again. Because their relationship, it makes my taint itch. It really does. It really does. It makes me itch. So that's all I got for y'all on that this morning. I will say this: don't be a giver upper. If there's something that you are trying to do, if there's something you're trying to accomplish, with my TikTok, I promise you, don't be a giver upper. Don't be a quitter. Okay, I do know the word. It's quitter. Don't be a giver upper. And the reason why I say that is because, life sometimes happens to you. Things are going to happen beyond your control, but that doesn't mean that you just lay there and take it. Sometimes you really do have to fight back. Sometimes you do have to say, no, I'm going to put some effort in, try to make this work for me. All right. So there's that. As I said, TikTok, I'm not staying. I got to go because I'm about to get my show started. But before I do let you guys go, let me go ahead and tell y'all what today's show is about. So it is Monday, and on Monday, we talk about people who have lost their jobs. That's right. We're going to do Bruh, I Got Fired. I don't know about y'all, but the dentist makes me sweat. Immediately. You want to talk about anxiety? My anxiety goes through the roof just thinking about having to go to the dentist. And so we're going to talk about this dentist debacle. This is everybody's worst nightmare. It happened to a little kid. She went to the dentist and she will never be the same again. We also going to talk about this cop that if he hasn't gotten fired already, he needs to be fired, who got caught on tape talking about the young lady who got hit and basically saying, oh, it doesn't matter, she's an undesirable anyway. We're going to talk about this young lady who thought she was getting a job but didn't get a job and absolutely lost her shit. Okay, listen, y'all, if you don't get the job, just go somewhere else. You ain't got to beat up people because they don't hire you. As a matter of fact, that's probably why they're not going to hire you, because you're going to beat up their customers, right? And oh my God, we have another chapter in the decapitated baby story. So yet another doctor is about to be brought up on charges because of this whole baby debacle. And it's absolutely his fault. It's absolutely this man's fault. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But we're not going to leave y'all with just depressing stuff of people who lost their job. We also going to talk about some boss moves. Out in California, Governor Newsom, I know a lot of y'all don't like him. I know y'all don't. I know y'all say, he impedes and stuff like that. But some things that he's doing make sense. He has started the nation's very first income-based electricity payments. So your electric bill isn't based upon your usage, it's based upon your income. And I think that that's very, very intelligent, especially with the way inflation is and how much housing is costing us. We need some help here and there, right? We're also going to talk about Texas. Texas did something right this time. Usually they on the wrong side of a lot of stuff, but Texas did something right this time. And we're going to talk about the period tax and how Texas is combating the period tax. And we're also going to talk about yet another state that's doing something right. And this state is trying to make sure that 911 officers, the people who take the calls, that they get the mental health that they so deserve and need, because that's one of those jobs where you absolutely deserve free mental health care, the things that you have to listen to. And at this point, I would say teachers deserve free mental health care. What's another profession that I say need free mental health care? If police officers don't get it, they absolutely deserve free mental health care, and they should have to have PTSD wellness checks every 6 months. I don't understand why police officers don't have to have PTSD wellness checks, but they need to, because they obviously have bad PTSD. You know what I'm saying? But I need to sit there and ponder that one. Who else would I feel like deserves free mental health care just because of their job? Who would you say? Who do you think deserves free mental health care? This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3. We're going to come right back. We're going to play some music. But when we get back, we've got some great stories for you. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Be a good little prostitute. That's somebody who converts another person. That's right. Tell your friends to tune in to All Hustle No Fear and convert your mornings over right here. You ain't got to listen to the dude with the glasses. You ain't got to listen to the bald head and the light skinned dude. And you ain't got to listen to the dude with the mustache. You can listen to me and enjoy your morning. All right. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and say hi to everybody who's came in the house. Good morning, Teacher Anitra. How you doing? T. Adams is in the building. He says good morning. And we've got some new music that we will be debuting today from T. Adams. So you make sure you stay tuned for that. Slick is in the building, but you already know, if you love All Hustle No Fear, we call him T Slick. T Slick is in the building. He said good morning. Nope and Adam is here. Good morning. And Zario, happy Monday. Zario said, I can't stand hearing about Pooh Face. And I feel you. All three of them I don't need to hear from Stewie, Bluey, or Ewy anymore. I really don't. Shout out to Dr. Siobhan Noel Fleming. Yeah, that's right. She is running for office. Y'all make sure if you're in Clayco County, you need to vote for Siobhan. Siobhan, I promise you, F that job. Let me know what day you can come up here and I need to do an interview with you because I interview people who are running for office. So you tell me what day you gonna call off, and that's the day that you gonna come up here. Okay, just let me know, and we gonna make it happen. Zario says social workers and nurses. Ooh, nurses would be a good one, especially nurses. I think nurses deserve free mental health care because they see some crazy stuff come through the emergency room. Yes, I think that would be a good one to get free mental health. Now, I don't know if she being funny or not, but Siobhan said a gynecologist needs free mental health care as well. Okay, Siobhan. Okay, Siobhan. I see you right there. Messiah said Amazon warehouse workers, they deserve free mental health care. Amazon healthcare, Amazon warehouse workers. Willie said truckers. Hmm. Are you being funny and facetious or are you being for real with that one? Because if you being for real, I would like to know how truckers need mental health care. What do y'all see, or what puts you in that place that you feel like a trucker would? I'm not saying it's not a good idea, but somebody else said, Magic Mommy said nurses as well. So yeah, I would believe y'all. I would believe nurses need mental health care. I believe they deserve free mental health care, especially nurses who have to deal with people who have lost their babies, or you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's got to be emotionally taxing on a person. People who are 65 and elderly, they need it anyway. Okay. Okay, so with the truckers, the reason why they're saying truckers need mental health, free mental health, is because they deal with isolation. And I could see how being by yourself in that cab for hours on end, just thinking, yeah, I could see how you might need some mental health. And they say because we go through road rage and fatal accidents. Ah, ah, I could see that. I could see that. At this point, with the way our society is right now, I don't understand how mental health care isn't free. I don't. Between contraceptives, I believe contraception should be free across the board, whether you are male or female, whether you birth control, condoms, any of that. I believe contraception should be free at this point, because as much as y'all talk about sex, peddle sex, push sex, as much as sex is in our face, in this day and time, there's no reason why you shouldn't have free contraception. It just doesn't make sense. Think about it. 40, 50 years ago on TV, Desi and Lucy couldn't even sleep in the same bed. The FCC would not allow Lucy and Desi to sleep in the same bed. They had separate beds on TV. Y'all get that? And now on TV, we can basically watch somebody receive fellatio in 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 context. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not actually get to see the action, but you see just enough over the screen and you see this bobbing up and down. You know what's going on. Lucy and Desi would never. So if that's what we're able to show on primetime TV, to be like all kids and people need to be abstinent, that's dumb to me. That's absolutely dumb. You're peddling sex. You might as well make contraceptives legal. I mean, not legal, but free. Like, I should be able to walk into the gas station and be like, let me get them. And they just give them out free. For real. You know? Let's see. Messiah said, yeah, the pressure and stress and environment in some jobs, not only and it's not only what you see, it's other stuff. So yeah, I feel you. Waterboy said, definitely nursing is a reason for mental health care. Look at the numbers of people in the LGBTQ. Yeah. Let's see. Teacher Anitra said, black people. Period. If you black, you deserve free mental health care. Period. And I Teacher Anitra, I'm not disputing that one, love bug. You are absolutely right. Black people, period. We deserve free mental health care. All right, y'all. We about to go ahead and go on a quick commercial break. But when we get back, good morning, Rodney. It's okay that you late. You still made it. When we get back, we've got Bruh, I've Got Fire. We're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of music. This is going to be a new one. It is called Getaway, and it is by T. Adams. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And Teacher Anitra, I got a quick question for you. And it just hit me. If I send you the money, can you buy something on Amazon Prime and have it sent directly to my house? Because I know with Prime it'll come like tomorrow. Is this camera on me? This one right here, it don't look as good as it's supposed to because my clumsy ass tore up the cord. So I just need you to purchase me a new cord and have it sent to me ASAP. Because if I order it, Amazon gonna take 5 days. Because I refuse to give Jeff Bezos my money. Bezos, he is not allowed to debit money out of my account. Never. I will not be paying the doggone super villain of America. I'm not doing that. So she said yes. Thank you. I send you the money and I send you the link to what I need you to buy, and I appreciate that. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Come right back. And if you are watching on on TikTok, go ahead and go to YouTube at All Hustle No Fear and continue the conversation. If you are listening on the Hits 92.3 apps, I just want to say to all my truckers out there, hello, truckers. Wait, let me pull this condom off of my microphone condom off. Here's a little ASMR for my truckers. Hello, truckers. How you doing? This is your mud flap. That's right, baby. I got your back. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew.
Yes, it's hard. It don't matter how it is. I'll go. I depend on what love to run. I feel for. I think I'm going down slow. I've been back down to try. All the flow is obvious to see that ain't no remedy. So I roll a dice slow. Try to smoke away my feelings now. Sometimes I wanna get away. And get the fuck away from.
Lately she been feeling like she in control. Maybe it's just me and my ways, I gotta know so. Or maybe it's the way I make her feel when I drop the pole. Can't fuck a bitch like it's the end of the world, but only God knows.
I gotta get the fuck away from.
Damn, this world cold. I can't love the way I used to love this girl here on some more.
Cause I wanna get away. And get the fuck away from. Sometimes I wanna get away. And get the fuck away from.
Hey, shout out to Devin and Dude for their inspiration there.
from the depths. Every composition kept me moving toward that next step. I found my way, and I'm feeling so great. Never mind them nightmares, mama, your little boy ain't scared no more. Got knowledge in my head, so I'm ready to soar. My heart light as a feather, so I know I can weather the storm. I'm well equipped, many felt good, they couldn't escape the allure. If I'm wrong, it depends on the make of your core. And if we on a different frequency, I'm leaving for sure. And if your course not driven, I rotate even more. God's creation, so how you put a cap on me? Yeah, I'm old enough to be your father, still I rap 18. I'm forever what's correct, all along so it seems. What I seen on Martin Luther make it hard to dream. So part of my scream on the cross when you look at the king. This player made the buzzer shot, but he lost his whole team. It's all love we grew. Now I flex greasy color leather cupped in the coupe. You see the jewels, bruh. Yeah, I ain't the same homie you knew. No more block walking or mag toting. It's still close, but I'm somewhere under the sun soaking. I did it my way. I paved my path. Mom found my stash. Flush it. I had to recop a half. Then hit the 7. I'm off on a tangent. I miss you, Dad. I found my way. The Prime Minister back to finish my business up. My uncooked click sick to the death, no. My letter to bones above, more sacred than the Rosetta Stone, my love. Rich yet not as precious as having your hug. I know you still here, but it's not like feeling your touch. Young ones, I walk through fire to hold you up. Walk in my footsteps, the path is easier. Don't let them trick you, you smarter, I know you are. Don't let them dim you, your light could shine so far. Star. I bleed this literature, gutter, illigent, panther, they call my signature, my confidence, that's the golf, y'all ball miniature, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, that's how I pivot ya, Ali, Tyson, Obama, that's how I finish ya, Jesse, Jackie, and Felix, that's how I run it up, 21 salute to X and Machiavelli, you don't know the half of it, I found my way. The Prime Minister back to finish my business up. My uncooked click sick to the death, no.
Are you looking to reach a wider audience for your business? Are you tired of traditional advertising that feels like a waste of money? Then consider sponsoring an episode of All Hustle, No Fear. For just $50, you can get your business mentioned at the beginning and end of an episode, as well as a ticker displaying your business information and your logo posted throughout the show. You'll also get your show on social media pages, which will be seen by thousands of potential customers. This is a great way to get your business in front of a new audience and build brand awareness. So what are you waiting for? Sponsor an episode of All Hustle, No Fear today. Visit www.allhustlenofear to learn more and to sign up for a sponsorship. Remember, All Hustle, No Fear is After Dark Radio in the morning. Yeah.
They all wanna get with a bad bitch, but the gay is I'm really not going to treat it. They all wanna get with a bad bitch, but the gay is I'm really not going to treat it. He wanna leave a hickey on my titty, he a bad boy. Think he a player, I'ma add him to the band, boy. Calling me Barbie, say baby, I ain't no damn toy. Hope you brought it back, cause I'm definitely more than you planned for. See, I be in my zone, hit him up on FaceTime, let him see the thong. He heard through the grapevine that I ain't a hoe, and I'm known to have a great time, yeah, that pussy cold, cold. Baby, if you want it, gon' take that shit. Catch me outside, clock on my wrist. When the light hit the ice, it twinkle and glisten. And that itty bitty waist, it deserve permission, yeah. Oh, wanna get with a bad bitch, but the gay is I'm really not going to treat it. They wanna get with a bad bitch, but the gay is I'm
Can I get a female energy?
No, because that's
Can I
that
get a
female
female energy?
don't repeat it. Don't repeat it. Okay, that's that female energy right there. Shout out to the two bad beaches. That's right. That is Brooklyn and Britain. They are sisters, not twins. You can catch them right here on the Hits 92.3 platform every Monday from 12 to 2, talking about that bad bitchology. Oh, wait, I need to put my microphone condom back on. There we go. All right, it's better now. My mouth touched the thing and I ain't like that shit. Anyways, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get this thing started. This one right here, boy, you know what? A lot of people don't get beat up like they supposed to. And I think people would stop doing ignorant shit if more people just got hit on sight. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying maybe, possibly, if more people did, some of this stuff wouldn't happen. Okay, so listen to this. On July 2023, a doctor in Georgia was accused of photographing a decapitated baby during an autopsy and positioning the photo and posting the photo on Instagram. Okay, so why do we feel some kind of way about this? Why? Because everybody absolutely positively knows this story right now, and everybody knows the baby in question. So why? Why would you post? This is literally happening to these people in real time right now. They are still emotionally traumatized by what has happened to their child. They are going through court and litigation. People are still calling their phones, asking them, and yo ass decides to take a picture and post it on your Instagram for likes. That is crazy to me. The parents of the baby filed a lawsuit against the doctor for fraud, violating their privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The doctor, Jackson Gates, denies the allegations. He claims that he took the photo for educational purposes and that he had the parents' permission to do so. Where? I need to see it in writing. Okay, I need to see it in writing. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. One thing that I have learned from my very good friend, Miss Kales Munchin, is that you do not delete text messages. And if you really, really want a paper trail, make them email you. Make them email you. If you want a paper trail for real, email it. Email it. And I know I'm the first person to tell you delete your emails and clean everything out, but you need to have a separate folder for important shit, or put a folder in there called receipts. Y'all know what receipts it is. It's that we was talking about this shit and I'm gonna save this for later because I don't trust you receipts. Okay. The case is still ongoing and it's unclear what the outcome is going to be. But however, this is a reminder of the importance of privacy, y'all. Not just patient privacy from doctors to patient, but privacy for a person in particular, in just giving a person everything ain't meant to be seen. We wasn't supposed to see the autopsy of Michael Jackson. We wasn't supposed to see the autopsy of Tupac Shakur, or what was another big one that everybody was trying to post back in the day? What was her, Anna Nicole Smith? Like, we weren't supposed to see those autopsy photos. And now that we have social media, this does not need to start. Y'all do not need to start doing this and thinking that you're gonna have a page full of autopsy videos and photos and like and that's why I get mad, because how can you post that on Instagram? How can you post something like that on TikTok, but I can't say murder? Make that make sense. This is pure, unadulterated exploitation. They exploited the child. They exploited the situation. They exploited the parents. Everything about this is exploitation. And I really hope that these people end up with millions of dollars behind this. And I think that same if that man is any way attached to Southern Regional as the doctor was, I think Southern Regional need a federal investigation, because it's too much bull crap going on there that don't make no sense. This does raise important questions about the ethics of taking pictures and sharing autopsy photos on social media, because some people are arguing that autopsy photos can be educational and can help raise awareness on medical conditions and diseases. But others are arguing that autopsy photos are disrespectful to the families of the deceased people. And that's what I feel like, because it don't go away. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to see the pictures of of your family member just go, you just scrolling across your timeline, and all of a sudden here's a picture of your mom dead in a car accident, and it's the crime scene photos because the police officer wanted to show somebody what happens when you don't wear seatbelts. But this ain't a crash dummy that you showing a picture of. This ain't a blacked out face. You are showing the actual picture of a instance where somebody's family member lost their life. I think that's egregious and absolutely disgusting. I really do. I really do. And I hope that this family gets the justice that they deserve on so many levels, because this is it just that's heartbreaking. This one right here, this invokes all of my just my anxiety goes through the roof with this one. In 2023, a Houston area dentist was sentenced to 5 years probation for a procedure that left a 4-year-old brain damage. Can you imagine taking your kid to the dentist and them leaving brain damage? The dentist, Beta Awa Wiskinski, pleaded guilty to recklessly causing injury to a child. Wiskinski was accused of administering too much anesthesia, sorry, my tongue fat, anesthesia to the child during a dental procedure. The child suffered a cardiac arrest and then was left with severe brain damage. The child's parents filed a lawsuit against Wykinskia, and the dental clinic where she worked. The lawsuit has settled for an undisclosed amount of money. Wykinskia is not allowed to practice dentistry in Texas, and she's also required to complete 100 hours of community service and to pay a fine of $10,000. Okay, so this is my question though. When you say she's not allowed to practice in Texas, does that mean that she can go to Georgia and try to get her license? Does that mean she can go to Iowa or New York or Florida? You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that she can potentially still keep her license or, her dentistry practice as long as she leaves the state? Because if that's the case, that's not fair to anybody either. That's just like with police officers and teachers. If you got kicked out of your school district for doing something egregious like putting your hands on a child or raping a child or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like something very, very serious. I don't see how you can still be able to keep your teaching license and just go to a different district. Same thing with police officers. If you got fired for excessive force, if you got fired for not being able to do your job or be what is it, something unbecoming of a police officer or whatever. I don't understand how you can just go and be a police officer in a different area or a different state. No, you should lose your ability to be in that profession across the fucking board. No one should be able to hire you because you're still going to be the same person, just in a different uniform. Am I the one wrong here? Y'all real quiet right now. Let me know. Let me know how you feel. Because if you found out that this lady was a anesthesiologist or she was a dentist in Texas, but now she's serving in Georgia and the same thing happens. Or something similar to it happens. It's just this time she's in Georgia and not in Texas. Wouldn't you be even more upset? Because these people had a chance to stop her, because she obviously don't deserve her license. Am I the only one who sees something wrong here? Because this is crazy to me. Now, since we're talking about police officers, let's keep this thing going. Because this right here, at this point, police officers should never turn off their cameras. At this point, I don't care. It should not be that the camera only comes on when the lights are going on, the lights and sirens. It should not be that the cameras only come on when you're engaging in a suspect. The moment you put your uniform on, I feel as though that camera and the audio needs to cut on, because this is stupid. This is stupid. In September of 2023, a Seattle police officer was caught on camera laughing at the limited value of a graduate student who was killed in a police car collision. So another police officer hit this girl and killed her. And now this particular police officer is sitting up here laughing about it, talking about she had her life was limited anyway. The officer, Patrick Kroll, was placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. The collision occurred in July of 2023 when Kroll was responding to a call about a stolen car. The stolen car then crashed into the graduate student's vehicle, killing the student. Kroll was subsequently caught on camera laughing about the collision with another officer. In the video, Kroll says that girl had limited value. She was a grad student, for Christ's sakes. The video has now sparked outrage and condemnation. The Seattle Police Department issued a statement saying that Kroll's comments were highly inappropriate and unprofessional. Now, this is my question. Do you accept this man's apology? Because he has apologized for his comments, and he said in a statement that he was deeply sorry for his words and that he did not intend to disrespect the victim or his family. So then what were you doing? What did your words mean? You know what I'm saying? And this is something for me. If you apologize because you lost your job, if you apologize because you got caught, if you apologize because someone told you, I don't want your apology. You can take that apology and you can shove it sideways. Period and point blank. I only accept apologies from people who are sincere. And to me, a sincere apology means that no one had to tell you that you needed to apologize. You felt in your soul, in your spirit, that you transgressed in some sort of way and you knew you were wrong. And so you apologized. I promise you, I hold myself accountable. You don't have to ask me to apologize. If we're friends and you tell me that something that I didn't sit right with you, I'm going to make my decision right then and there, whether or not I want to apologize to you or not. And I feel like everybody does. Some people don't have it in them to go ahead and take that next step and to apologize. But you know in your heart of hearts when somebody is telling you that you did something wrong, whether or not you should apologize. In this man's situation, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. And I would hate for you to be a police officer on anybody else's force. The incident is being investigated by Seattle's Police Department Office of Professional Accountability, and Kroll could be disciplined or fired as a result of the investigation. But I want you guys to listen to it on your own. I want you to tell me just how would you feel if you heard this cop saying this about your family member after an accident. Here we go.
Up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead. No, it's a regular person. Yeah. Yeah, just write a check. Just, yeah, $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
Okay, this is something else too. And I've said this one before, and I mean this with all my ever loving soul. I mean this so seriously. Y'all need to start taking this money out of their pension, out of the collective pension of the police force. And I'm not, you see how cavalier he was? Oh yeah, just give him $11,000. Her life was limited. It had limited value. $11,000. Do you know that right now, currently, the cheapest model car that you can buy, like that base level car? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Back in the day where you could buy the car that had windows that rolled up automatically, or you could get the car that didn't have no AC and you had to roll it up yourself. That car right now ain't even $11,000. Think about that. That car. So a car has more value than this woman's entire life. She was 26. She probably hasn't even had children yet. So the fact that you snuffed up her line, her family tree is gonna stop. This branch is gonna stop right here. That's only worth $11,000. But you don't have to pay that $11,000. You don't have to see none of that. That's coming out of taxpayers' money. So you just give them $11,000 and it doesn't matter. But see, wouldn't that $11,000 hit a whole lot differently if it came out of your pension, out of the money that you gonna have for your kids when you die, right? Wouldn't that hit a whole lot differently if it came out of the pensions of your brothers and sisters in arms of blue? Because me personally, I'm gonna have a problem with y'all doing shit that's keep taking money out of my pension. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start policing the police. Hey, get your foot off his fucking neck. I ain't got the money to pay for that. We already down 2 million this year. Like, I'm tired of paying for y'all. This right here, this is so egregious to me because he's so the laughter. And then to be like, I need to apologize. No, you already showed your character. You apologizing is not changing absolutely positively anything for me. Nothing. Zario says, yeah, we want that man's pension. Not just his. I want his. I want the person he was talking to. I want the captain. I want everybody who start the day off with him. Anybody who been in the car with this man. Anybody who don't walk past him in Hayat or whatever it is. I want all of their pension to be included. I want everybody to get some of their money from that. I want everybody to feel it. Not just him. I hope this family get more than $11,000. And if they get $11,000 or less, that's a slap in the face, because you're basically doing what this man just give him $11,000. Her life is limited value. Her life has limited value. Take it out of his kids' college fund. How about that? That's what I say. I promise y'all, stop just suing these departments. Start suing these people directly. Sue them, okay? Put a lien on their house. Like, sue these people directly. That girl who just got these, was racist and racially profiled these people at Denny's and didn't want to feed them because they was black or whatever and called the police on them. Don't just sue Denny's. Sue her ass for her Walmart tights. For real. Because not until people start feeling it themselves are they going to start acting right. Pull up to her house and slap the shit out of her. Something. But I need y'all to start taking this fight directly to these people. Because I promise you, and I'm going to tell you where y'all went wrong. Y'all can cancel me or not. I don't care. But I'm going to tell y'all where as a black race, this is collective on this one. As a black race, where we fucked up was we let George Zimmerman walk. I'm telling you right now, that was the example that should have been made. And that's just me. That's just me. That was the example. That was the example that should have been made. Yep. Dr. Siobhan, my friend got a doctorate. You know how special you got to be to get an honorary doctorate? This girl is special. She is an amazing person. Siobhan says, I never had dental surgery. Isn't it supposed to be an anesthesiologist administering the anesthesia, not the dentist or doctor? Like, I got some questions. And I thought so too. And it's crazy because not every dentist practice allows you to get anesthesia. I learned that the hard way. Some of them, they ain't got one of them people on retainer. So you don't have the option to get anesthesia. You know what I'm saying? They got to do it with you awake, and they just gonna give you a whole bunch more shots. So I don't know. Yeah, Zario said, nah, we want that man's pension. And you're absolutely right. Yep. And Siobhan said, nah, she need to be delicensed from dentistry everywhere. Exactly. Good morning, Charmaine. How you doing? Yeah. I think that's crazy. In these situations, those are three different professions that if you do something, you should lose your license across the board. Being a police officer, across the board, you shouldn't be allowed to be an officer anywhere else. Teacher, you shouldn't be allowed to teach anywhere else. Doctor or medical professional, you shouldn't be allowed to get your medical license anywhere else. And I need to find somebody who got an HBO login, because I want to watch this movie, this documentary they got about this white lady who was she was homeschooled or something like that, and then she decided to go to Africa to be a missionary, but she told them she was a damn doctor, and underneath her care over 150 kids done died, and she ain't got charged nothing. She ain't got no charges. I don't want to hear this. Honestly, I don't want to hear from HBO, because they gonna whitewash this. I want to hear this from the people in Africa and they story on it. And if this is something y'all want me to find out information about, and y'all want me to talk about that story, y'all let me know and I'll go find the information on it. But that right there, that's crazy. Teacher Nitra said, I'm still trying to figure out how Zimmerman's still living. Zimmerman not only did he do what he did, but then he went on a tour signing Skittles and lemonades. Y'all know that, right? He went on a tour shaking people's hands and signing lemonades and Skittles bags. And y'all let him do that. And nobody stepped up and said, you know what? And I'm not saying that y'all should have. I'm just saying y'all done fought, y'all done did stuff over less. And there's no reason why Zimmerman shouldn't be having conversations with the devil right now. And that's just my status on that one. But whatever. Y'all, this is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. But when we get back, I'm not going to leave y'all just with things to make you feel bad or things that make you, be like, what the hell? I am going to tell you about some bossy stuff. So when we get back, we're going to talk about some dope things going on in the community around the nation that's pretty damn bossy. And, I like these moves. I like these boss moves. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Anybody got a song they want to hear? Anybody got something in particular they want to hear? If not, I'm going to find y'all a nice little music video. Might put on some Joey H or something. Let's go ahead. You know what? Teacher Nitra, you're here. Let's go have some Les Riley. Teacher Nitra loves Les Riley. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Y'all stay tuned, tune in, and show out.
On the beat. And I'm hoping it don't rain today, 'cause I wanna go out and play. If someday forever, ever. But you've never weathered the storm before. And I don't invite you past the mat at my door. And I'm hoping it don't rain today, 'cause I wanna go out and play. If someday I'll forget about every yesterday, something will blow my mind away. Something will blow my mind away. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take him for granted. Don't take her for granted. Nothing in life is handed. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take him for granted. Don't take her for granted. Nothing in life is handed.
Oh yeah. I see you over there, you got your cup in your hand. You might be sipping a little Taylor Port. You got a little gin and juice. You might even have you a cold beer. But down here in Charleston, let me tell you how we like to do it. We got the moonshine in the trunk. Oh, that's some nice there. We got some moonshine in the trunk. Yes sir, yes sir. So if you wanna get drunk, we got some moonshine in the trunk. Sing it with me, y'all. We got some moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. So if you wanna get drunk, hey, we got some moonshine in the trunk. Hey, hey. I know some people like to take their time and sip on their wine. Some still drink that gin to have them on their behind. Got my uncles in the backyard with the bottle of yak. But you can meet me at the car if you ain't drinking none of that. We got the moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. So if you wanna get drunk, we got some moonshine in the trunk. Sing it with me, y'all. We got some moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. So if you wanna get drunk, hey, we got some moonshine in the trunk. I got some cousins that don't drink, but they gon' smoke on some weed. Smells good when they light it, got no sticks and no seeds. So if you're here inside the party, then get down on the floor. And if you're ready to get drunk, then here's one thing you need to know. We got the moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. So if you wanna get drunk, we got some moonshine in the trunk. Hey, hey, hey. We got the moonshine in the front, moonshine in the back. We got the moonshine in the car, moonshine in the jar. We got the moonshine in the light, moonshine at the bar. We got moonshine everywhere. Hey, sing it with me, y'all. We got some moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. So if you wanna get drunk, hey, we got some moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. We got some moonshine in the trunk. So if you wanna get drunk, hey, we got some moonshine in the trunk. Now this is the part of the song where we want you to get up on the dance floor. So make sure you grab your cup, grab you a partner, do your dance, do your two-step, but just move side to side. We here to party all night. Go ahead, grab your moonshine. Let's go. Come on. Two steps to the right, two steps to the left, two steps to the front, two steps to the back. Got moonshine in the front, moonshine in the back. Got moonshine everywhere. Hey, hey, hey.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. And every morning you wake up with us because we rock your mic.
Mm-hmm. How big is your mic, Sunshine?
Big enough to interview you with.
Hold them lies. Tell these hating ass niggas and bitches they can suck what's between my thighs. Woo! Fuck 'em, fuck 'em, fuck 'em. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Woo! I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about 'em. 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 Not one. I don't give a fuck about 'em. 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 Not one. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that bitch. Fell down 5. Got back up 6. Bitch, I'm saucy. Bitch, I'm rich. Bitch, I'm dripping. Bitch, I'm lit. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that bitch. Fell down 5. Got back up 6. Bitch, I'm saucy. Bitch, I'm rich. Bitch, I'm dripping. Bitch, I'm lit. It ain't my fault you ain't getting no ends out here. Bitch, I earned. It ain't my fault that you thrive off me being down. Bitch, I'm turned. I used to give a fuck what a hoe had to say, but bitch, I learned. If it ain't by the check, ain't no need for you to check. So these hoes is none of my concern. Tell a nigga run my end before I make contact 10. Late on my 5-0-10, I cannot pretend. Me and lame hoes don't blend. Fuck what you thought in your opinion. No new friends. I don't need to make no amends. I don't need to follow no trends. Fuck them. Fuck, give a fuck about none of these hoes. At the hook, come tell their ass again. Woo. Fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit clear. I don't give a fuck about 'em. 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 Not one. I don't give a fuck about 'em. 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 Not one.
Let me tell you something. The fact that y'all are requesting songs, the fact that y'all know this music, that just warmed my little cold heart. I swear to God, I love it. Because I do this for the artists. And when y'all are requesting these songs by name, when y'all liking it, when they coming on, that's me able to go back to the artist and be like, look, it's working. People know your music. They love your shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I respect the hell out of T. Because T Adams has sent me at least 5 different songs. And he know I'm about to put all of them in rotation. And don't let me have one that's a favorite. It'll be played a whole lot more. The one I played on Friday, I like that song. I like It's a Groove. It's a Groove. The one I played today, that shit, I like the words. That's a goddamn groove. You know what I'm saying? So I really do appreciate y'all showing these artists love and being honest when I'm playing stuff and you like, nah, Sunshine, I don't think that's really our flavor. Or being like, hey, play it again. play it again. And the juxtaposition of music on All Hustle No Fear is what it is. We can go all the way from mantra music all the way to twerking and slurping, okay? Trust me, we will have a good time here. But all of the music is definitely explicit lyrics. We are adults here. Ain't nobody listening to the on the radio, okay? We listening to the words the way it's supposed to be. All right. Now, before I move on to Boss Moves, I did not tell y'all this story, and I've got to tell you this story. You've got to hear this because what? Is we that hard up for jobs, y'all? This lady didn't even get the job yet and got fired from the job. Here we go. A Georgia woman was arrested after she allegedly pulled out the hair of the store manager at Wingstop restaurant during a job interview. She ain't even got the job yet. She ain't even got the job yet, and she already fighting the manager. I don't understand y'all millennials. And at this point, I need a new name for what I am. Because I'm a geriatric millennial. I'm right there at, we the very first ones of the millennials. I was born in 82. But I don't want to be looped in with y'all no more. Because this is stupid. The incident occurred on September 17th at a Wingstop restaurant in East Point, Georgia. According to the East Point Police Department, the woman identified as 32-year-old Brittany Evans was applying for a job at the restaurant when she became angry with the store manager, identified as 28-year-old Ashley Campbell. Wait a minute. The 17th? That can't be right. This didn't just happen yesterday. See? That would happen when you don't check ChatGPT. Evans and Campbell reportedly began arguing. Evans allegedly grabbed Campbell by the hair and pulled it out. Campbell was able to free herself and call 911. When deputies arrived, they found Evans still in the restaurant. Evans was arrested and charged with battery and was released from jail on bond. Campbell was taken to the local hospital to be treated for her injuries, and she was released from the hospital later that day. The Wingstop restaurant where the incident occurred was closed temporarily while police investigated the incident. Do you know how hard up you got to be for a job to take the other person and whoop their ass because they said we probably not going to call you back? Like, that's a first. That is a first. That's a first. Greenfinger said, you know what? I speak for everyone when I said we need some more drugs in our car and more twerking. You know what, Mr. Greenfinger? I played drugs in my car this morning. That was the first song I played this morning. So you know what? I'm with it. I'm with it. Hey, how you doing out there, Big Red? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bowman came in talking about what we talking about today. So I went ahead and text him real quick and let him know everything we talking about. He done said, you know what? I don't have kids, but if I did, I'd have a midwife and a home birth. I don't trust allopathic medicine. You know what? I feel you. And I wanted a midwife and I wanted to have the water birth where my baby came into the water and the hospital was just like, oh nah, your insurance don't cover none of that. You can't have that. And I think that's sad that you have to have a particular type of insurance or you got to pay it out of your pocket to be able to get the type of birth experience that you want. I don't like that. Yeah. Big Red said, wait a minute. Are they sleeping with the same dude or something? Like, what did she say during this job interview that would make her snazz out like that? And I feel you. I would like to know too, but it just says I guess she ain't getting the job. But she got the job done. Anyways, okay. Here it's time for Boss Moves. This one is really dope. And I'm glad you're here, Big Red, because you can tell me if it's something that I don't see where this is gonna be bad. Okay. Big Red, Green Finger, I expect y'all to tell me if this is really a good thing or if I'm missing something and this is bad for real. Okay, so California is set to become the first state in the U.S. to implement income-based electricity bills. This means that customers with lower incomes will pay less for electricity than customers with higher incomes. The California Public Utilities Commission is currently developing a plan on how to implement income-based electricity bills. The CPUC is considering a number of different proposals, but all of the proposals would include charging customers a fixed monthly income fee based upon their income. The CPUC is still in the early stages of developing this plan, and it's unclear exactly how income-based electricity bills will work in California. However, there is a general overview of how the system might work. Customers would be divided into different income brackets. Each income bracket would have a different fixed monthly fee. Customers will also be charged for the electricity that they use, but the rate per kilowatt hour would be the same for all customers. For example, customers in the lowest income bracket might pay a fixed monthly fee of $10 and a rate of 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Customers in the highest income bracket may pay a fixed monthly fee of $50 and a rate of 15 cents per kilowatt hour. The income-based electricity bills are designed to make electricity more affordable for low-income customers, and this is important because electricity costs can be a significant burden for low-income families. Income-based electricity bills are also designed to promote energy efficiency. Customers who pay a higher fixed monthly fee will have an incentive to use less electricity in order to reduce their overall bill. The CPUC is expected to finalize its plan for income-based electricity bills in early 2024, and the new system is expected to be implemented in late 2024 or early 2025. So, how is this bad? Let me know, Big Red, how can this be a bad thing? Because I know you gonna tell me how this is not a good thing. Green finger, how can this be a bad thing? Because I think this is a good thing. Not only that, but I'm thinking about like my house, right? So my electricity bill tends to be higher in my house because I have an old house and I need to replace all of my windows. All of my windows are single pane windows. And so therefore the heat evaporates out the house, or when I turn on, in the wintertime when we heat up the house, it doesn't stay warm for long because the windows are cold or whatever. And then, of course, in the summertime when you're trying to cool down the house, the sun is like the sun will heat the house up. Okay, it's like a magnifying glass bringing the heat in. So we definitely need to upgrade our windows, and if we did, we know that it would make the efficiency of our electricity a lot better. So could you imagine how your electricity bill could go down? And I think they should do it for gas. I think it should be done for gas as well. Anybody out there know why this is a bad thing? Let me know. 404-254-4347. But if you're only seeing this as a good thing, then I'm all for it. I think I'm all for this one. Which I think. Y'all let me know. Let's go. Women. Women understand this. Men, y'all might not understand this as much, but coming into this world, men don't have something that they have to pay for just because they are existing on this planet. And what I mean is, as a woman, if you are existing on this planet, whether you were born a woman and you decided to be a man, or you're non-binary, anybody with the XX chromosome that has a cycle, we automatically have to pay out just to be here, right? Just to exist. And it's called the pink tax. And not only do we have to pay for our supplies, but a lot of times some places have higher taxes on it too, or additional taxes on it. And Texas has decided to eliminate the tax in just period, pun intended. And I think that's great. There's another way that the pink tax happens, and men, you might not notice it, but as women, we notice it. The moment you say it's for ladies, they automatically make it more expensive. And I'll give you an example. If I go into the pharmacy or whatever, and I want to buy a razor, and I just buy a man's razor, it's going to cost me 99 cents. Making up a price here, but whatever. It'll cost me 99 cents. When it says razor for her and they turn it pink, now that 99-cent razor is $1.50. It's the same razor. It's the exact same purpose. But because you put on there for her, it made it more expensive. And Ellen DeGeneres brought attention to this one time because Bic tried to get her to be a sponsor or to be a my brain is saying advisor, but that's not the word. A brand ambassador for their pens. And they made some pens and they were like Bic for her. And all they did was put for her, but it's still a pen. It's still a writing utensil. And the pens cost way more than regular pens cost. And Ellen was like, why? Why do women have different fingers or something like that? That we have to have a pen that costs us more money? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So Texas has eliminated what is called the tampon tax on menstrual products, as well as sales tax on baby items such as diapers, baby bottles, baby wipes, maternity clothing, and breast milk pump products. The new law went in effect on September 1st, and the tampon tax is a sales tax applied to any menstrual products such as tampons and pads. Y'all got to understand that menstrual products are essential items for women, and they're often taxed at a higher rate than other goods. The elimination of the tampon tax in Texas is a victory for all women and girls in the state, who will make menstrual products more affordable and accessible for everyone. The elimination of the sales tax on baby items also is a positive development, and it will make essential baby items more affordable for parents, especially those who are struggling financially. The new law is a step in the right direction, but there is still more work that needs to be done to make sure that everyone has essential goods and services that they need. I'm gonna tell you something that they need to fix. They need to put a price cap on it. Breast milk. There's no reason why a small can of breast milk should be $60, should be $40. We're trying to feed. You cannot feed a baby anything else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really will get in trouble. People, you can't give a baby water. You can't give a baby cow's milk. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't breastfeed, then unless you know of another way to feed your child, I'll give it to you. Just give me a second. Unless you know of another way to feed your child, then you have to purchase you have to purchase the Infamil, the formula. It doesn't make sense for that to be $60 a can. It doesn't make sense for somebody to be able to buy a whole bunch of cans and resell those cans at a higher price. That should be illegal. That should be illegal in itself as well. That's just not fair. It's not right. Now, I absolutely positively have always been against Infamil. I think Infamil and Gerber and all of that is along the same lines of feeding your baby's church's chicken. It's got way too many hormones in it, and it's not good for their development. I don't believe it is. So when my kids needed supplemental milk because my son was always hungry, even though I was able to produce enough, I couldn't keep up with him. You know what I'm saying? So what we did was we made carnation milk. And again, being a reader, I read in a book a long time ago, reading a book about, our ancestors, that when they would have a baby that didn't have a mother, then they didn't have a wet nurse, they would take carnation milk, the can of milk, they would mix that with water, add some baby vitamins to it, and that's what they would give the babies. So when I got pregnant, I actually called my grandma and I asked my grandma, how did they feed babies when they didn't have Enfamil? So I could already be prepared for it. And my grandma was like, yeah, we would feed the baby pet milk. And I was like, what's pet milk? And she'd be like, the canned milk. And we take the canned milk, we mix it with some water, and then we put iron in it, baby vitamins. Exact same thing I read in the book. So that's what I did. When it came time, I would buy canned, like, trays of pet milk. And I would tell my mother-in-law, if you ever see them on sale, get the trays of pet milk. And we would have cans and cans of pet milk. And I would get the baby water specifically from the baby aisle. And I would use that water, and I would mix 2 parts pet milk with 2 parts water or something like that. I'll get you guys my kids are 7. My youngest is 9. I don't remember the exact formula, but you can also get from Enfamil, strangely, they have baby vitamins, and it's just a little bottle of vitamins, and it's got whatever in it, and you put a little squirt of that in there, you mix that up, and that was my baby's milk when he would go to my mother-in-law's house, or when I couldn't, produce enough at that moment or that day. He just drained me out. That's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. So if you're out there and you need a solution, or you need a little bit of help, or, something to supplement, that's what you can give the baby. And I'm not going to lie to you. When I went to the nutritionist or whatever, she said that I can't do that's not good for the babies. And I asked her why. And she couldn't answer me why. She couldn't. She was like, well, we just say that you shouldn't do that. Okay. So what did your parents do? What did your parents do? If we were able, if we were able to survive and grow up on it, if this was what my mom drank and she didn't die, she's fine. Why can't I do it too? Now, it'd be different if it was making the kids sick, if it was giving them gastrointestinal issues or whatever. That's different. But the kid had no adverse effects from it, and was putting on the weight that they needed, and was following in line with all of the milestones you need to meet. Don't let them tell you what you have to do. Okay, I'm for real on that one. Let's see. Okay. Greenfinger says, with the story about the electricity, he says absolutely no on that. It creates separation based on success. Hell, ain't we already separated based on success? I mean, if I'm working 2 or 3 jobs a week, trying to be able to cover my housing expenses, and they're just way out of my ability to be able to make that amount of money, why not? I mean, everybody can't be a lawyer. You're going to have somebody out there who is a janitor. And as of right now, y'all not wanting to pay janitor lawyers prices. So just because I'm a janitor, or just because I make a lower income, I shouldn't be able to live comfortably. Like, I don't understand that. Help me. And I'm not against what you're saying or for it. I'm just saying, help me understand it better. Bowman says women are the number one in consumerism, and they know you need it. So they say, what you gonna do? You know what? You won't fight, and they know you won't fight it. Yeah. And that's why it's messed up, because it's like, we have to have it. So putting a tax on it and taxing us more is almost as if saying you don't care. Hotspot also said Enfamil is poison. I saw videos where they took the Enfamil and they put it in a bag, and then they took a magnet and they ran it across it, and you can see all of the iron or the metal pieces in the Enfamil, and that just threw me off. Big Red says women are natural consumers, first to buy. 86% of marketing is directed to women. I tell all my female clients to buy logically and no passion purchases. Yeah, but we're talking about periods. This is logical. I can't bleed through my pants, sir. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if you charging me extra on red bottoms, or you charging me extra on glasses or something like that. But we're talking about period products, sir. That's not a passion project. That's my period person. You know what I'm saying? So that's one. I don't know. Bowman said, "Oh no, sunshine, that baby water has hella fluoride in it." It does? The baby water had fluoride in it? I didn't know. Okay, use distilled water or something, but just don't use tap water. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't use tap water, okay? Big Red says a lot of producers will overcharge women if they can't get away with it, sadly, but it's real. And they do, and they will. And unfortunately, it's not enough women in Congress, or not enough women that aren't pick me type women to stand up and say, yes, this is wrong and we need to fight against this. So, there it is. Here's this next one. Again, I'm with this. I like this. I think this is good. In May 2023, Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs signed a law that extends trauma therapy to 911 dispatchers. The law that goes into effect on September 17th, 2023, so it went into effect yesterday. The law is designed to help 911 dispatchers cope with the trauma that they experience on the job. Dispatchers often hear graphic descriptions of traumatic events, such as car accidents, shootings, and assaults. And this can lead to PTSD and other mental health problems. The law requires that employees provide up to 12 sessions of trauma therapy to 911 dispatchers who need it. Employers are also required to provide sick leave to dispatchers who are unable to work due to trauma. The new law is a welcome development for 911 dispatchers and will support them to get the support that they need to cope with the trauma that they experience on the job. The law is also a recognition of the important work that 911 dispatchers do. Often, dispatchers are the first point of contact for people who are in need of help on the worst days of their life. They play a vital role in the public safety system. And I am here to say that this should be a nationwide rollout. There's no reason why this can't be a federal program. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's see it. Greenfinger is keeping the conversation going. He said, you just said it. Separation based on success. Why should the person that cleans the office make pennies compared to the person that runs it? There's no reason at all. And it boils down to subjugation. Isn't that capitalism, a capitalist mind frame? Ain't that what everybody against? Thinking that everybody's supposed to be equal? Let me say this. I do believe that if a person works hard or harder, that they deserve to be paid more. But listening to what's going on with the strike with General Motors and stuff like that, listening to that lady say, well, I run the business, so I should make more. Also remember, if these employees that create the stuff that you need, if they weren't there for you to be able to manage them, you wouldn't make more. You wouldn't make more. How much more would you make if we stop right now? You know what I'm saying? So to believe that just because you manage people, you deserve more compared to the people who are actually putting in the physical labor, it's a little line right there. It's a line. And I need more people to understand that there's nothing wrong with being an employee. There's a need. We need entrepreneurs to create jobs. We need managers to manage people and to keep everything running smoothly on one end, but you also need employees to make the job run. And so treating them as if they're slaves, or treating them as if they have to work for you, or treating them as if you giving them scraps is you doing a big thing, is really asking yourself, do you not want to get paid? Because it makes no sense that you can get a $1 billion bonus for the year, and I'm asking you to increase my pay by $200 a week, and you telling me that that's crazy. What? I just told y'all that the cheapest car you can buy is about $20,000 for the cheapest model. It's gonna run you about $17,500 for the cheapest model. Whereas literally 20 years ago, the cheapest model might have cost you about 13, 12, 5. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you could get a car for $5,000, $10,000. So why isn't it that we make more money if y'all making more money? Why is it that just because we on the line, we still got to get stuck with the payments that we was getting when we was on the line in 99 and now it's 2023? That don't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Big Red says, do you think you should use pads? I think that from what I know of pads, I've been using them my whole life. You know what I'm saying? They're very toxic. There are things that they put in these pads that our body should not be soaking up, or we shouldn't we you know, no, they're not all the way good for us. But unfortunately, the people who make the better quality products, they're not always available. They tend to be sold out a lot. They cost way more. You know what I mean? So, you know, in those situations where you're having an accident, or in those situations where this is all that's available, unfortunately, you have to make a decision right then and there. You know what I mean? I remember growing up and you used to be able to get pads and tampons out of the things in the bathroom. They don't have things like that for us. Like, it's not available. And so sometimes, depending on your area, depending on your resources, you have to just get what you get. And it's sad. It's sad. It really is. Because I try not to read the back of those boxes for that reason. For that reason. And I feel like if it was something that men had to use as well, they would find a way to make them safer. Yes, I do. I do believe that. Greenfinger said it was all decided a long ass time ago by a bunch of dumbass white people. And yeah, society in general is just weird, you know. Bowman says it's an agenda, and I think owners could use it as a tax write-off, the higher electricity. Big Red is asking, should women use tampons and menstrual pads that are filled with chemicals? It's just a question. No, we shouldn't. Do we have the option in every case, or the ability to have options? No, not everybody can find the honey pots. And then when you do, if you get a regular, let's say you got the regular store brand, and you could get 18 pads in the store brand for $3.99, but then you have to make a decision and you want to get the honey pot, but you only get 8 of those and they're going to cost you $7.99. What decision are you going to make? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got to decide between buying pads and diapers. You know, it becomes a weird catch in there. One of the reasons why I don't like tampons is because of toxic shock syndrome. That scared the shit out of me growing up, hearing about that, and just knowing that this is cotton inside of you that's soaking up and leaching everything. I hate those. I hate those. I hate those. Those are by necessity only. And what I mean by that is a real dope ass outfit, or we going swimming. Other than that, I stay away from those. For real, for real. Hotspot said they shouldn't, but most women don't know better. And it's not even that we don't know better. It's just educating sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes don't know better sounds like we're ignorant on purpose, and it's not. It's not. If you ask for a raise, the turnover rate will. The more you ask for a raise, the higher the turnover rate will be. Okay. Big Red says, why not build up your clientele and clean 20 to 30 building offices, football stadiums, banks, and schools? And that is a entrepreneur mindset. But once you do that, guess what you have to do? Employ people to do it for you. One person is not able to clean 20 to 30 offices and football stadiums and banks and schools. That's a business. And once you get that way, now you got to go hire the girls from Set It Off to clean it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I get what you're saying, but once you reach a certain level, you cross over from being an employee to being a entrepreneur. So now that you're an entrepreneur and you have all these different places, it don't mean you forgot what it feels like to have to be down there actually cleaning. So now you pay them less because you're the entrepreneur now. You don't have to clean no more. That's not fair. I'm not saying it's not fair, but whatever. I'm sorry, Rodney. I didn't mean for it to get all about periods, but you have a daughter. It's a conversation she gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Big Red says, I just remember my great grandmother talking to my mom and aunts about not using them pads as a kid. Yeah, but they weren't mass produced back then either. And guess what your mom, your grandma, and your great grandma had to go through? You know, finding some sort of cotton cloth that they had to clean themselves. Like, come on now, man. There are people out there who have reusable pads, but come on, man. Now ain't no woman not no woman right now want to deal with that shit. I barely want to deal with the disposable ones. You want me to get a reusable one? That's just not where I'm washing that at. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm washing that at. Bowman said, I no longer eat McDonald's fries because it causes sharp pain in my testicles. I'm not done with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all, this is all hustle, no fear. I don't know what else to tell you. This is the end of my show. I ain't got nothing else to say. And y'all done put me in a place where Greenfinger said, wash it with the dishes. Teacher Anisha, I'll be calling you shortly because these men, I know y'all. Anyways, y'all, I don't know what else to tell y'all. I love you too, Big Red. I really do. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I just say tune in for the rest of the week. We got a great lineup for y'all all week. I'm really happy because I got my TikTok back. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch me on TikTok at the original All Hustle No Fear. And now I got a backup TikTok at All Hustle No Fear Radio. Okay? So there's that. And stay tuned for all the rest of the dope shows right here on this station. Today, we've got 2 Bees in a Pod at 12. We've got all the church you can need coming on at 6 and 7 o'clock with the Faith Show and Winter with the Y. And I just want to say this. If you didn't get your tickets to go to Art and Spark this weekend, oh my God, we had so much fun. Shout out to our nude model, Sunflower. She was so beautiful, not just naked, but her personality was beautiful. It was amazing. She was a vibe. Okay. So shout out to all the people who came, who painted a beautiful naked body. Shout out to the people who didn't paint the naked body. And shout out to the folks who just painted titties. But we had an amazing time. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the next Art and Spark because it's always a freaking vibe. Okay. So I just need to tell y'all that. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna play some music on the way out. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with a little bit of Joey H because that's my brother and I love him so much. So here is Joey H with Heavy right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew.
Reinvented like Khloe Kardashian face. Finding all the ways to dodge all the smell. I've been Through the fire flames, etc. They came a win, involved in these combustions like I'm blazing. Can't amaze it when I'm catching on. They missed the bait, but now they catching on. I bring the heat, but I got a curve, a call to catch her off. Another sign to hit another line drive, bringing off, clear the base. Finna roll with pitches like I'm Carl Croft. This a wonderful life. I come alive with the stars. With what I run from the night. Sci-fi ghosts. Turn the cake off TV rolls. TNT, the bomb when this CD blows. It's like everything I ever wanted is coming, I promise. But I'm lying. Son of game like Austin in his prime. Justin Jefferson. Woo. Jamar chasing all my goals like I'm teed up. Check me or I gritty in the zone like. Fly at the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do. Heavy as the head, hold the crown as I walk through. Fly as the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do.
It's the boss, the Mac, smelling like some pack, coming through the back, and they going crazy when we running. This ain't that. But that ain't this, me and Joey like Kobe Shaq. Hey man, this 4 summers running, we ain't never gon' stop running shit. Bench players talking, knowing all they do is run and sit. I've been having dreams, it's me, Hakeem with double colorness. Had to sit back and let this rap shit get fun again. Oh dog, I'm back but I ain't never leave. The same nigga just came back in here with better weed and some cheddar cheese. Tell him check the board. I don't know how many times I told him check the score. Tryna scratch me out the records like I'm Reggie B. How they gon' try to steal the swag when I'm already me? We catchin' plays like Randy Moss, it ain't false. If you wanna learn, I can show you how to be the boss.
Fly at the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do. Heavy as the head, hold the crown as I walk through. Fly as the sky, I'ma shine like a star do. Gotta make plays, run it up like a boss do. Pull strings like a boss do.
Because the greatest love of all inside of me.
I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends. That's it. I just want to run my business and do ratchet shit with my friends. That's it.
No, I ain't no Jay-Z, but you still get a J. Shooting at niggas like that nigga Clay. Invested in myself and doubled up my pay. No, I ain't from BK, still having my way. In the street late, tardy. Hater sweeter than pastry. Make so much money now, they dab it and I don't even miss it now. I'm credit for making out the hood now. But Sally Mae paid off tuition now. Got married, blasters fell down. Side chick known to tell fell it down. Good pussy available year round. Fuck fame, but money always in style. Swag on the swag. If you see me in the street, swag on the swag. Swag on the swag. If you see me in the street, swag on the swag. Had to keep my dreams closed. Try to stop you when they see you getting close. Not stop until I see myself in fall. Need bad bitches, silk robes. Flashier than pimp clothes. Finesse to success like a finger roll. Crept in, booth on tippy toes. Getting DMs from centerfolds. Now in homes like dinner rolls. Network TV, no cubicles. Follow dreams, live on both coasts. LA, Atlanta, Leicester. Hot 97 on the human torch. Gone sway, wanna be a citizen. Try to play me like Braxton. Swag on the swag. If you see me in the street, swag on the swag. Oh, swag on the swag. If you see me in the street, swag on the swag. Champagne when I hit $1 million. Then we do 100 million. Middle Eastern or Brazilian. Fuck it, let's get $1 billion.
feelings when they see you climbing up in their home chillin'. Triple mumble rap like a penicillin. Like Big Tree Hills on Timberland. And I got more shows on the way. Feature film that I wrote, big payday. Only making classic like Friday. Ain't coming to America like Eddie. Swerving on nigga like a Segway. If you owe me, pay up like underlay. In your bitch mouth just like Colgate. I remember dinner day said. Swag on the swag. If you see me in the street, swag on the swag.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Oh, no. My Lord.
What's up? All my truckers out there, I need y'all to be tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning. We will be in your ear, keeping you awake, making sure you don't roll over that slow ass car in front of you, or you get to your destination safely, okay? Make sure you tune in, leave them lot lizards alone, and listen to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning for 7 to 10 a.m., waking you up in the best way. All you got to do is download Hits 92.3 ATL's app in the iTunes store or the Android, Google Play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Download it and listen. All of y'all CBD 492 Burger 495. Breaker 49, Breaker 49. We've got a hot body on the radio right now, sounding real good, giving us orgasms. Let us go ahead and tune in right now to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Over and out.